Hello, everyone. This is Jim Biringer here, NHLRumors.com, back for another rumors video, this time involving the New York Rangers. Guys, click like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of great content up there. David Juracek was our last video. We also have stuff on the Winnipeg Jets as well. Jim Montgomery, the coaching change in St. Louis. But we have to focus in on the metro area. That's where I'm from. That's where I am. Ignore the stuff on the back because this is an analysis. This is rumors right now. We're talking about the Rangers. We're talking about what came out Monday and their play on the ice. Look, Elliot Friedman reported that Chris Kreider and Jacob Trouba have been made available by the New York Rangers. Chris Drury, according to Pierre LeBrun on TSN, stated that he sent a text message out to the 31 general managers, whether it was a mass email, whether it was a mass text, doesn't matter. It's made known that Jacob Trouba and Kreider have been available. It goes back to last offseason and the season before, especially with Jacob Trouba. We knew how close it was in the NHL draft right before free agency. The Detroit Red Wings and the New York Rangers were working on a deal. Jacob Trouba blocked it because he wants to be with his wife. He supports his wife and her residency in New York. But this is a business. And now we're seeing what's going on with the Rangers. And you can't have that element in the room. You can't have that elephant in the room. Let's be honest. The New York Rangers probably should have stripped Jacob Trouba of the captaincy and didn't. If they didn't want him this badly, Chris Drury, the general manager of the New York Rangers, probably should have put him on waivers. Now, who are you going to call up is the next question. But they did it with Barclay Goodrow. They couldn't get a trade, so they get around the no trade clause, put him on waivers. San Jose picks him up. Don't know if anybody would have picked him up. You never know. Teams would have, and then the Rangers are off the hook. But again, that $8 million cap hit would have been tough to swallow. But his play has not been good on the ice. The eye test and the metrics have shown it. Now you're looking at a team that, while they're 12-7-1, are not a 12-7-1 team. Losses to St. Louis, the way they lost to Edmonton, to Calgary, lifeless. Just the room needs a change. Chris Kreider's been there a long time, been there since 2012, came up. We know what he did in the playoffs. We know what he did during his run. Before he signed that contract, back in 2020, right before that trade deadline, there were rumors that he was going to be traded, and then he signs the extension. So the Rangers and Kreider have had a rocky relationship, especially when he has years where the production isn't there. They look to move on from him. That might have been a wake-up call, but the fact that two names were made available in GM text threads says something that Chris Drury is looking to change this core. And also, when you have a captain there and a leader there that comes out and says this is the last crack at it, there's a problem. We already know that Keandre Miller needs a new deal. Alexis Lafreniere already got his new deal. Igor Shesterkin's looking for a new extension. There are a lot of distractions with this team, but with the rumors alone, you're seeing why Igor Shesterkin wants 11.5 and $12 million. The play in front of him and the structure is let's rely on our goaltender to win games and let's just capitalize on turnovers. Defensively, they can't break out. They're not attacking the puck as they should. And now you're seeing that Chris Drury is unsatisfied as a general manager. And we have documented this on NHLRumors.com via Bill Armstrong, via Craig Conroy. When we've talked to these GMs, they're always looking to improve their team. Don Waddell's doing it right now with David Juracek. So if you look at it and you say, okay, what can the Rangers do? Well, you have two guys with two 15-team no-trade lists. You're going to have to find a partner somewhere. We all accepted, and talking to people, including myself, that this was going to be Jacob Trouba's last year as the New York Rangers. But the issue is he's got a letter on his chest, and it's hard to trade your captain. They've done it before. I think they should have transitioned away from it because you're seeing the play and the leadership group take sides in there. And that room is a mess, and it's been confirmed by Larry Brooks now, the New York Post, something that I have suspected, that this room takes sides, and you're seeing it carry over onto the ice. The question is who's going to take these guys? Well, Kreider, probably Boston, St. Louis would make sense. Where does Trouba go? Does Detroit try to get back? Again, who's on these lists? We don't know, but they can block any trade because they have control. But again, for Trouba's sake, because they wanted to get rid of him in the summer, you could have put him on waivers, but you chose not to, and that's a problem. So now you look at it, you're the Rangers. You want to change your core up. You got to change something, get some mojo. Yeah, kicking the pants. But again, Chris Drury's taking a page out of Lou Lamoriello playbook and say, guess what? Things aren't working. Certain guys aren't above the team. We're going to make moves. Lou was not afraid to move players. As much as we criticize him for what he's done on the island, and he has every right to be criticized, by the way, another video on the Islanders later on, but you have to shake things up if things aren't working. And right now, things aren't working with the New York Rangers. And there's a lot of distractions, too many rumors, too many things coming out of that room. Now you have to wonder where these players go and how they respond. Because you got to think, if they put another performance together like they did Monday night against a good Carolina Hurricanes team and throughout the weekend, you got to think something's coming. Again, the coach may not be on the hot seat, but second year Peter Laviolette, you might have to do something else. Maybe this isn't the coach. Maybe this is something else. Maybe it's deeper. So the core may be looked to change. I wouldn't be shocked if Chris Drury tries to get something done with Chris Kreider sooner rather than later, similar with Jacob Trouba. But again, those guys have control. This is Jim Biringer, NHLRumors.com. Please subscribe to our channel, like the video, follow along, NHLRumors.com. We'll be back again for another Rumors video later on in the week. Take care and enjoy.